Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another daily vlog. Today's vlog is a little bit about an explanation about what's in J-cut and L-cut and why you potentially want to use it. For those of you who don't know, I will be doing a workshop on editing for a client, and it's not going to be like how to use Premiere, but rather from a creative standpoint, why editing is important and what kind of things you utilize in an edit. And because that workshop will be for a client of I'm utilizing these daily vlogs not only to share that knowledge that I will be kind of talking about in that workshop, but more importantly, I also want to kind of practice what I will be talking about in that workshop. So this basically these episodes will basically explain everything in that workshop and are practice sessions for me. And I'm not going to do any visuals, but I want to see if I can communicate everything just by talking. So J cuts and L cuts. First and foremost, you need to know that within an editing, for those of you who never edited before, you have very simplified two areas that you edit: video, so in the top layer, and sound in the bottom layer. And there can be a couple of different layers for video and a couple of tracks for audio. But let's keep it simple: one video track, one audio track. Now, when you cut one clip to the next, there is a hard cut, and then one clip, the video and the audio stops right in the middle, and then the next clip starts at the same time with audio and video at the same time. However, L cut means that you cut into the sound of the next clip a little bit earlier. And what happens is, so this is the way you can kind of remember it. The video and from one clip to the next has this one cut, but the audio is cut a little bit earlier, which kind of gives you this visual representation of an L. The sound of the next clip comes in earlier, so an L cut. In J cut. It's a J cut. J goes that way, right? So, and if you do it in L cut, or probably in this video, it's now mirrored. So please excuse you. Kind of, remember what's an L. And an L cut basically is the same thing turned around. So you have the video being cut, but the audio of the first clip is moving or is continuing to the other side, creating in your timeline this L shape in a way. So the J means audio comes in before the video, and L means the audio continues over to the next clip. And why would you use this? First and foremost, this makes an edit a little bit more smoother. And as I've probably not told you in this vlog, but in the previous vlog, my workshop will be called "The Best Edit is the One That You Don't See," or that is not perceivable. And utilizing an L or a J cut means that the edit is a little bit more smoother and isn't perceived as harshly. Moreover, it gives you the opportunity, especially in the dialogue, to kind of communicate or tell what the other person is kind of reacting to. Imagine like a breakup scene, and person A is giving the other person the reason why he or she is breaking up. And if you create an L cut while that person is still giving his or her reason to break up, you can already cut into the expression of the recipient, and that would be a classic L cut. So you see that person talking, "Oh, it's not me, it's not you, it's me," and then you see already while that person is talking the reaction of the other person. That would be a classic L cut. A J cut is basically also, an L cut also is, in a very simplified way, it represents that something is happening at the same time. So talking and the reaction, everything happens at the same time. So that's basically the L cut. The J cut is in a similar way, where you kind of already hear what is happening with the other. For example, a good example could be you see a person and something is breaking or exploding or whatever, maybe dishes fall to the ground. You see the person and then you hear clattering, but you don't see it, and then you cut the video to whatever has kind of crashed on the ground. So for example, you see me talking, you hear, while you see me, hear some dishes falling down and glass is breaking, and then you cut over, you didn't see the fall, but then you probably maybe see all of the glass on the ground. So that would be a J cut. So that is a very oversimplification what that means, but I hope that came across what, from a technical standpoint, that means. And what I said, the L cut is probably the most common um, editing thing where you want to showcase what the other person is reacting to or how the person reacts to whatever you're saying. But in a review sense, where you add a lot of b-roll, that basically is also an L cut. So you talk maybe about the DJI Pocket 3, and while I'm still continuing, I could cut over to the b-roll and show you the DJI Pocket 3 as a close-up. That would also be considered somewhat of an L cut, where my audio continues underneath whatever I'm editing above that audio track. That could be an L cut as well. Yeah, that was a very simple and very brief explanation of these two editing methods. Again, to simplify, these two editing methods are basically making an edit a little bit more smoother, but also help you to kind of communicate that something is happening at the same time. All right, so that was a brief explanation of L-cut and J-cut. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button so you will see the next episodes, and maybe check out the video up here where I kind of explained what kind of workshop I will be doing. YouTube thinks that you like the video down here. And again, don't forget to subscribe so you can see the next episodes, and let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions. All right, thank you very much. I see you tomorrow.